everyone. Today we are watching the Bahrain Grand Prix. They have just started the formation lap and getting things underway here in Bahrain. So, let's get right into this. It looks like everyone's starting on medium or hards. So it seems like their tires are softer this year, or the mediums are softer. I think that would mean that every tire compound is a little softer here. Because it's going to be interesting. The passing on track isn't going to be stellar. There are a couple of points, realistically 2 spots where they can pass. But the big thing is going to be tires. A couple of them are starting on softs. The others, most of them, are starting on mediums. And that basically means that they're going to run kind of long in this first stretch. And you have to pit twice. So if you run mediums, you're either going to go onto hards probably. You might go on to softs if like a safety car comes out near the end. I think the best bet though is to, if you're starting mediums, go medium, hard, medium. A couple of people are starting soft, so they're going to run soft, medium, medium. They've kind of set up their strategy and are bolted into it. All right, let's keep this. Here we go. Everyone's sparking it up, getting it lined up there onto the grid. Everyone's getting focused in. Be interesting here. Why do I always say that? I'm just excited to get this thing underway. It'll be a little boring right at the start once I get it all sorted out, but the start should be interesting. See who can actually hold the lead. Because Sainz is pretty high up. If his car's actually decently fast in race condition, he can hold on to a couple positions and get a good finish. I can't remember where Sonoda lined up. I've forgotten. 57 laps around Bahrain. That's right. Alright, so it's going to be interesting. Brakes are cooling. Oh. Alright. It's leading now. It's a McLaren. It's, I think, Piastri is leading now. Norris passes on the outside, holds on to it, and gets the position. Oh, someone's off. Antonelli off. Wow. Verstappen. Tsunoda. Tsunoda's gonna get a pass here. Gonna have to fight towards the front, but gets a pass. Makes it easier. They're running kind of low pressures right now, so they're bottoming out quite a bit. Hitting the rub blocks. Alright, we're getting single filed out here. Things are going to slow down for a little while. So they're still going to be pushing pretty hard, but they got to protect their tires a little bit. Man, everyone's bottoming out here. Ooh, locking up. The V-carb had a big lockup. Alright, this is going to be the boring race right here for a little while until tires start to matter a little more. Now I guess Spearman's made up some spots. DRS active again, so they'll be able to open it up. We're looking at Piastri, Russell, Norris, Leclerc, and Gasly making up your top 5. Things are getting spread out up front. Things are getting spread out everywhere, but yeah, they're also running pretty low pressures to start. They'll build heat in the tires, and that'll build the pressure to lift the cars up. Ooh, false start possibly. Under investigation possibly. Norris out of position. Ah, not a false start. Uh-oh, that's gonna be bad for Norris if they get him. They've noted it. They'll send it to the stewards for them to review. I mean, that's an easy way to end a race. Yikes. If that's true, then that'll be interesting. Mediums might have been a mistake. How long until the softs fall away? Probably about 10 laps or so, and then they'll start fading. Compared to the mediums will get that switch over around lap 12 or so. Uh-oh, he might be getting investigated. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Interesting. Looking at a replay of the restart. Oh, yes, it were. Man. This is Antonelli's slide lockup. He's driving it in deep, man. Ooh. Barely got it. Oof. Norris under investigation still. I'm guessing that Hajar wants an adjustment. There's no way you pit this early. Yep, Norris still under investigation there. Gasly is noting the medium is not a good tire. Norris will get that penalty. That will be real bad. It's going to be really hard to work through with how hard passes on track are. You have to make it up in the pit, and now you've lost your first pit stop to the penalty. Yikes, Norris, 5 second penalty. Man, Max spotted that. I mean, I spotted it, but I knew what I was looking at. Just stick to the racing line, Russell. Too much dirty air means that it's going to be real hard for Norris to pass. Ooh, all Russell has to do is hold him up for like the next maybe 12 or not 12, 4 or 5 laps before the first pit stop. Whoa. Lewis tries to take it from Sainz. He gets the position. Sainz will come back on the other side, cross him up. He got him. Did the crossover and got him. Ooh. Now they might both give it up to Antonelli if they aren't careful here. Not Antonelli, Sonoda. Russell's got another couple of laps to hold off Norris. Keep rolling, boys. Piastri's tires are starting to go off. Alright, those softs are done for. People are going to start pitting for mediums. Which tells me that mediums are going to be good for a little bit, and then they're going to fall away too here pretty quick. Doing pits. He should draw everyone down pit road with him the next time by. Alright, doing put on more set of mediums there. Almost everyone went soft, so this is going to be huge for Leclerc and Hamilton, who started on mediums. Alonso, Lawson, Bortoletto, Ocon, Hadjar, and Hulkenberg all started on mediums. They're 4th, 8th, 13th, 14th, 16th, 17th, 18th, or 17th, 19th, and 20th. Duan already pitted, so he's on fresh mediums. Norris being brought in. Norris was not able to get past Russell. He may have to serve that penalty now. He will serve it. Max goes on to hards. That gives Max the option to run long in this run and then go on to either. Would you go on to softs? I doubt it. You'd go on to mediums. All right. And now we wait for everyone to kind of catch back up to everyone else here. As all the new medium tire runners figure it out. Interesting. So Max had an issue in pit road where the light just never turned green, so whoever's supposed to hit that button just never did. Sonoda out. Alright, so softs are basically gone now. They're fighting for their lives. Just trying to get decent lap times. Anyone's still on softs. So Piastri, Russell, Antonelli, Sainz, Albon, Behrman, and Stroll are still on softs. Everyone else is on mediums except for Hamilton, who's on hards. Or Verstappen, who's on hards. Antonelli pits from fourth. Antonelli goes to mediums. And Stroll pits this time by as well. Piastri, Russell running along. They're trying to give themselves an advantage on the back end here. Doing anything they can. Man, that's gonna be a problem for Red Bull. Russell pits, Piastri stays out. He's trying to get better on the back end of it. Right, Piastri will pit this time by. Leclerc and Hamilton, both on mediums, will stay out. Hamilton will pass. Sainz and Russell, or Behrman pit. Albon's still on softs, trying to get the undercut. Verstappen's climbing the order. He's currently 10th. Currently on hards, so he'll be able to run a while. Tsunoda 13th. Alright, current running order is Leclerc, Hamilton, Piastri, Albon, Russell in top 5. Norris, Alonso, Gasly, Ocon, and Verstappen make your top 10. Antonelli, Doohan, Tsunoda, Hajar, and Hulkenberg make 15. And Sainz, Behrman, Stroll, Lawson, and Bortoletto make up the rest of your grid. Okay, it looks like Ferrari was going to come in, but they chose not to this time by. So now we're looking at Nico Hulkenberg. Battle between him and Sainz past Hulkenberg. Who pits this time? Someone's pitting. Albon and Alonso. We're looking at Albon. Ooh, Behrman. Possibly unsafe release. That'll be bad. Leclerc and Hamilton might be trying to do a one-stop. Just take it on easy on those tires. Leclerc will pit. Ferrari is not a great team in terms of strategy. They've been consistently failing. They messed up. They accidentally gave the penalty to Norris instead of giving it to Behrman. Maybe. Maybe Ferrari didn't mess up that bad, but
clever strategy there from the Haas team just to get him a bit further ahead and some track position.
Leclerc fastest man on the track, just 7.8 seconds off the lead, but just took a second out of that lead. So he's got good track position and the tyres now. Unfortunately, Lewis Hamilton hasn't got the track position and does have traffic.
Verstappen moved over to the inside to cover off Kimi Antonelli. He knew he was coming. Antonelli might be coming back at him again to just under 3/10 the current gap, and that gap is diminishing all the time because here comes Antonelli with the aid of DRS.
Antonelli battling Sonoda. Nope. Antonelli battling Hamilton. Or Verstappen. Goodness.
Before the young Italian moves ahead, gets a round of applause in the garage, and a little shake of approval from Bono, his race engineer.
Yeah, that is going to, terminology may I use, make Max very unhappy indeed, shall I say.
Yeah. He's certainly struggling here. The man who started on pole and has won and has led every lap the last two Bahrain Grand Prix. Which, by the way, very windy here tonight, as you can see from the fountains. It's a headwind down into turn 1. By the time you get to turn 11, it's a bit of a tailwind there, and it's gusting quite strong as we approach lap 21 of this race, or start lap 21 of this race, with Oscar Piastri leading by 4 seconds, and Lando Norris starting to close on
All right. Oh, Verstappen overheating.
I'm not surprised, Ted. It's a warm night.
Actually, there's a little bit of a breeze keeping everything quite cool down here. But yeah, so Max Verstappen just losing a bit more pace. 9th place, Jack Doohan. So going really well in the other.
Verstappen's probably hating those tires right now. Albon goes onto hards. Let's see how he does on hards. Albon and Behrman. Lawson and Bortoletto. Those guys might be doing a 2-stopper. Or a 1-stopper.
Commentator's curse. He's just lost 3/10 to George Russell in the first sector of this lap, which you didn't see, Ted. But yeah, the first sector has been Mercedes compared to the McLaren. Middle sector, McLaren's been pretty awesome compared to their Mercedes rivals.
So what we watch now is Leclerc. I think he might just start cruising up on the gearbox of Norris, who's not very far from the gearbox of Russell. So Ferrari on those fresh tyres, by keeping him in a decent sort of track position, because Lewis was 9.5 behind him, remember, made all the difference as Lewis Hamilton there shaping up for a pass on Jack Doohan.
Wish we'd have heard that whole message from Max Verstappen, because I think it ended with everything is overheating, including me. He is not happy tonight at all.
I think I just predicted that. It was just how I predicted. You know, to actually, I mean, to have the 18-year-old literally, right, okay, you go there, I'll just go round the other side of you then, will have infuriated him.
I am sure it will. Here's Lewis Hamilton down that main straight with fresher rubber than Jack Doohan, who has completed 12 laps on those medium tyres. Hamilton down the inside on Jack Doohan and makes that overtake. He made his pit stop a lot later and has only been on those tyres for 4 laps now.
Alright, we're getting in a bit of a boring spot here, just because everyone's kind of waiting for tire options to open up. I'm pretty sure everyone has pitted now, so now we kind of wait again.
This is Ollie Behrman and Isaac Hadger racing bulls against the Haas that we're riding on board with. You see there how you lose so much grip coming out of turn 3 if you're that close to the car in front, but that has certainly not put Ollie Behrman off, and he's going to try and go the long way round.
Getting it on the outside for Behrman.
Very sweet indeed. Behrman moves himself up into 13th.
And he will get the spot.
Hamilton, DRS assisted, into turn 11 with the helping hands of the drag reduction system as cruises past Max Verstappen like he's out for a bit of a Sunday stroll around the track here. Verstappen just had nothing to defend with. Karun, to you at race control.
Yeah, just having to think about that Ferrari strategy, Crofty. Looking at how much Verstappen is struggling, look at how easily Lewis got past, even with the tyre offset. I wonder, are they going to go to the soft for the final stint? Forget the
Prix.
I've been struggling with the car.
Happy Bunny, and the tyres just not giving him any grip. So Octon's got two new sets, Crofty, of soft tyres. I wonder if whether they're going to go soft, long stint of medium, and then soft again at the end.
It's starting to look like the sensible thing to do, isn't it? Nobody on hard tyres is exactly moving forward at the moment. But Leclerc now just a tenth of a second away from getting DRS behind Lando Norris, who, of course, we remember pitted very early compared to Leclerc. So Leclerc then is going to be menacing Norris anytime soon.
Right, black and white flags being shown to Isaac Hadjar and to Kimi Antonelli for exceeding track limits. You get 3 strikes, and then you get shown a black and white flag. And then if you do it again, it's a 5-second penalty.
It is. If you do it after that again, it's a 10-second penalty.
So now is the time to stay within the white lines for Isaac Hadjar. And
Hedger getting a lot of off tracks. That'll be bad for him.
5 seconds. Oscar Piastri, we've barely mentioned him. He's barely been troubled so far. And the only laps that he hasn't led are when he pitted and Ferrari stayed out just that little bit longer.
Great for Piastri's World Championship chances, isn't it? With Verstappen struggling tonight down in 9th at the moment. And Norris in a sandwich in 3rd place with the Ferrari hunting him down, and has now got his rear wing open. You can see very clearly on the Ferrari. Norris now will start to struggle.
There goes Charles Leclerc. Late
Antonelli also gets a black and white flag
himself a little bit.
for track limits.
So thanks to
So final warning
the place back
for Antonelli.
get the throttle down out of turn 2. Crucial that Lando Norris finishes 4th tonight, and Oscar Piastri wins the race, and Piastri goes to the top of the table on countback with more race wins.
Yeah, that's the turnaround, isn't it? But Norris at the moment is under pressure for that 3rd place. What's the offset with their tyres up on there? Crofty,
13 laps.
7 laps.
Yeah.
7
13 laps for Lando Norris, 6 laps so far on those tyres for Charles Leclerc.
So,
I think at least in the top 4, you've kind of got your finishing order right here.
now hunting down. And as what I was talking about earlier on, though, every time they squabble, it'll release Russell and Piastri up the road a bit.
This is the attempt by Charles Leclerc. He just went too deep, but he was
He's got arrow on the halo.
a long way out.
Yeah, when he pulled down to the shortest gear, it locked the back axle, unfortunately.
I guess I've never seen little arrow thingies on the halo. Most of them keep it pretty smooth.
Battles going on out there. Here's Lewis Hamilton gaining on Kimi Antonelli. He knows all about that Mercedes, of course. That's the one Lewis Hamilton sat in with a lot of success for many, many years. Now, of course, he's in a Ferrari, and his other Ferrari, the teammate, Charles Leclerc, gaining on Lando Norris again. As we look back down the straight with DRS, here comes Lewis Hamilton. Antonelli hasn't got that DRS assistance. Is Hamilton going to go for this? Under braking, down into turn 1. Antonelli has already shown he can get a move done there. This, though, is Charles Leclerc making a move on Lando Norris. Hamilton has got past Antonelli. As we head down
Leclerc passes Norris.
got past Norris. 2 Ferraris overtaking Norris and Antonelli at exactly the same time.
Yeah, double Ferrari overtake within 4 corners. And I would imagine Charles is sitting there thinking, now I know why they wanted to do this and not go to his Delta program.
To be fair to Ferrari, they've swapped the strategy around. So far, so good. Ted, to you.
That was absolutely crucial. I mean, Kimi Antonelli must be thinking about a pit stop. He said his tyres are completely gone. So just to be clear, everyone's tyres are degrading, Crofty. It's just that some less than others. You've got to say, well done to Ferrari. They're keeping their tyres surprisingly in great shape. Here's your replay.
Going longer in the early stint.
Man.
Ferrari.
Ferrari may have made the right call after all. It sounds like just the hards are not good racing tires.
It's having a dramatic effect, though, isn't it? It's not just a bit of an offset that's helping them along a bit. It's really brought them into play.
So, as this race unfolds, who's in a really good position? Those that pitted early or pitted late? If you're pitting early, you get in track position. But that might not be the best way to go. So in this middle stint, you have to eke it out a bit longer than you want to.
Yeah, certainly the
Leclerc's real fast right now. His tires have come to him, kinda. Hamilton passes Ocon. Good pass. Clean pass. Made it look easy.
What they use for a Grand Prix was never headed and looked in imperious form at Shanghai win. Here's a Ferrari's first ever, accounting for about a third of Ferrari's points so far in 2025.
Well, they said to us this morning, didn't they? Thought Lewis could get up to P6, but I think he's got a great chance of P5 or even better than that.
Yeah, Gasly is the next on the road for Lewis Hamilton to try and attack. George Russell is the next on the road for Charles Leclerc to attack. And all the while, Oscar Piastri out in front is just keeping, I think, a watching brief on this. He's lapping in the 137s, as is Charles Leclerc, as is Lewis Hamilton. They're the only three at the moment lapping in the 137s. Lando Norris have his tyres really started to go off here, Martin. He's lapping in the low 139s.
He's losing a lot of time now, but he's got to eke these tyres a bit further as Norris.
All right. Now, what's the
Towards the end, but we've got
next phase? I guess Leclerc Hamilton still making passes. Hamilton catching Gasly.
Verstappen in ninth, already a pit stop.
Leclerc right on Russell.
Just looking, Piastri Norris, two teammates lapping 9/10 of a second difference on the last lap. Piastri's favour, Norris slower. And Norris's tyres only 4 laps older than Oscar Piastri's. It's not a huge amount.
Ooh, someone's pitting for mediums. Who's coming in?
He could be on a
Verstappen. Verstappen's getting off the hards. He did not like the hards.
yeah, finally gets rid of those hard tyres, but they didn't want to come off very easily.
Yikes, that's going to be really bad. He's going to be very, very unhappy with that.
2 seconds in a pit stop. If he wasn't having bad luck tonight, there'd be no luck at all for Max Verstappen, and he comes out behind Gabriel Bortoleto, plumb last in this race.
I can't help but imagine Jonathan Wheatley on the Sauber pit wall just glancing back and looking at the pit stop chaos tonight for Red Bull.
Absolutely, he would have been overseeing that this time last year. He's now on that Sauber pit wall as team principal. And both his cars ahead of Max Verstappen currently.
Leclerc and Hamilton both still have a huge tire advantage.
First to pit for a second time.
The pace is good. Leclerc just had pressure tyres. Either of the cars ahead have another medium. That's our opportunity. Stay with them, mate. Doing well.
And looking at the tyres that Norris has got, 2 medium tyres that are new, but Leclerc and Hamilton have both used their 2 new mediums.
So that means that Lando's got a chance to take off. I mean, Lando's served a 5-second penalty and still only 9.5 off the lead, so net 4.5. So his fundamental pace is okay. He's just struggling at the moment, and a reassuring message there of, look, stick with this because your fresh tyres are going to bring you back into play.
After that pit stop for Verstappen, that's triggered a raft of other drivers coming in. Soft tyres for Kimi Antonelli.
It's a long way to go on a set of soft tyres. He'll not make it to the end, will he, on those?
That's got to be a 3-stop there. And look at that, the Haas that came in of Esteban Ocon ahead of Antonelli. And there's 4 cars racing towards the first corner here. Ocon leads from Stroll, who chops off Antonelli. And Antonelli then gets passed by the racing bull of Liam Lawson.
That was a horrible stop for Antonelli. He's got a lot of work to do to recover that now, and he needs to do it quickly, and he's already straight on to that.
Is that quick enough for you?
Yeah, that just worked out horribly, didn't it, for him
did.
down in turn 1.
It worked out brilliantly, though, for Esteban Ocon as we look again at Max Verstappen's stop. So
First one,
that's the
wasn't it?
first one, yeah. The light just doesn't go green. And then the second stop, that's Yuki Tsunoda with the blinking yellow lights.
Was that an auxiliary light they had down there as well? Look, somebody was holding a light.
Yeah, see, look, there's that blinking yellow flashing light that they had down for him.
Ted, what do you know down there?
And that's the third stop that we want to focus on. Verstappen's front right,
Yeah, so
not coming off. Ted.
Exactly, that was a problem, Crofty. That was a genuine problem. Bring back the man with the lollipop, Crofty. For heaven's sake, this is where automation messes things up. But Pierre Gasly coming into the pits. If you're pitting around now, Gasly puts the hard tyre on. Again, not particularly quick for Alpine, but he screeches away. If you put the hard tyre on
Ooh, people in the pit, Gasly and doing. Both coming in. People are going to hards. They're going to regret that because the hard tire's really bad.
Ollie Behrman has just gone into the top 10. He's actually in the top 9 now. He's done 14 laps on that hard compound tyre. 1:39.0 for him on the last lap. Albon a 1:38.8, who has just actually passed Ollie Behrman and is in 8th place also on the hard compound tyre. He's been running it for 2 laps less. They seem to be the only two enjoying the hard tyre tonight.
Yeah, maybe the balance of their cars a little bit different, a little bit better for them. Verstappen now down in 17th, but
This is going to get really bad here for some of these guys because they just went onto hards, and I think they're going to find out that the tires are not good. Norris having an electrical issue.
Trying to see.
is that a warning light?
His right red light. I can't quite see enough into the cockpit. We'll go back to that, and Karun will have a look at Sky Race Control. We've got James Vowles with us on the pit wall for Williams. We expected a difference of strategic opinion tonight, James. That's what we're getting. Where do you think you stand? Where you want to be at the moment?
I don't think we've definitely offset. So we made a big offset on the first stint. You'll see in a second, I'm sure Carlos will get through Sonoda. Right, there we go. So we've got a little bit more pace now. There's a long stint for everyone that's just stopped, 29 laps on a hard tyre, which isn't working brilliantly. But we don't quite have the pace of Alpine, so I think it's going to be a tough race. Let's see where we get to.
Two cars up, 7th and 8th at the moment, James. We're struggling up in the commentary box to work out whether the hard tyre is a good tyre or not. It seems to be quite variable through the pack.
I'd prefer we weren't running it. How's that?
Right, that's the answer.
And you've got to run it for a bit longer. Two-stop strategy. Have you thought about a third stop or not? Looks like Mercedes with Antonelli are doing
Norris has gotten that warning light to turn off. He had an issue with it.
How it goes on for Antonelli. He's got quite a few strikes as well, so it's quite hard pushing him a 3-stop. No, I think 2's the way forward pretty much the whole grid, and that's where we are as well.
Thanks ever so much, James. Back with you in a little while. The black and white flag already shown, as we said, to Hadja and to Antonelli, and that is Yuki Tsunoda. With Carlos Sainz. Now,
Sainz forced him off.
sounded a lot more calm as those two were making that move. And you just see, yeah, he's got him now. He didn't mention the debris and the bits flying off the cars.
Whoa.
Take contact.
Yeah, coming off, and that you lose that huge amount of downforce then. And it all looked like it was all Williams, didn't it?
Yeah.
The confetti, carbon fibre confetti out there. But Russell's just done a personal best, actually, so he's obviously beginning to enjoy the tyres a little bit more. But Piastri's got such an advantage over him out front, 6.8 seconds, as you can see.
All right, we're just over halfway done.
Just wondering if some of that debris is far enough onto the track to be on the racing line a little bit. Might be race engineer. There's some debris there, but
Absolutely, you get a lot
Ooh, there's debris in the racing line.
up into turn 4 as well, and that'll rip a tyre. Let's see what they're in. I think
We might get a flat tire here.
it looks like it's on the side of the racetrack. That's a tough call for the race director. I don't think it's a slam dunk. Look, this debris dangerous, but you'll be looking at it very carefully in turn 2.
Antonelli passed Alonso, making those soft tyres work. This is Yuki Tsunoda still chasing after Carlos Sainz after being overtaken, and now has Alex Albon.
Sainz might get in trouble here.
Race control. Did you manage to get a look at Lando Norris's red lights?
I did, but I can't really tell what it is. It was all a bit fuzzy, to be honest, on the camera angle. But I could tell. I saw it go off. So really not a concern for the car.
Fair enough. 2 seconds behind Charles Leclerc at the moment in 4th place.
It's a tremendous drive from Piastri out front. He's really in control. A lovely amount of space in front of him as well against back markers at the moment. He's got 4 or 5 corners before he gets near anybody to catch them up. So Piastri is just acing it, and every so often he just nicks a half second here, half second there, and that's why he's built such a lovely lead. And a cushion, he can afford to pit 2 laps after another driver now and still stay out front.
Carlos Sainz just moving around, trying to break the toe. Behind them, there comes the Alpine of Gasly on Ollie Behrman, and he makes his way up into ninth place. As Debris looks to have moved away down at turn one, to be fair.
I think Tsunoda got away with it, but his front wing definitely hit the right rear tyre of the Williams.
Yeah, and Carlos Sainz has actually asked the team to have a check here, as he thinks that a fair few chunks came off his car that he would quite like them to look at. In the background, you saw Max Verstappen.
Safety car. Debris.
Safety car. This might change things around a bit.
Suits a lot of people then who were desperate to get some tyres on.
You lose 23, 24 seconds for a pit stop in normal racing conditions. That drops down under a safety car to round about 14 seconds. So if you need to come in soon, now's a good time to do it.
Oh, look at that. It's perfect for Piastri's right near the pit lane as well. That couldn't have been better. If he'd just been going past the pits, it would have hurt him a lot. So
Piastri does pit.
brilliantly for him. But it's the full safety car. It's not the virtual safety car. They don't all hold station. They will now close up under the crocodile, but I don't think this safety car is going to be out very long.
No, and that's why the timing of the first four has really played into their hands.
This is gonna get really interesting. Everyone pits, everyone goes to softs. Can you go that long on softs?
So when we restart, he's going to
I guess you're kind of rolling around for a lap or two, but still.
if he can get past Piastri, get some track position and bang in some quick lap times, they might make a three-stop work here. You never know. Piastri's gone onto the medium. Has the player gone onto the hard tyre?
Both Ferraris, we think, on hard tyres, yeah.
They're all coming in. You can see Yuki Tsunoda just locking up as he makes his way in too. It's a cheap pit stop, Ted, and they're all piling into the pit lane.
Yeah, absolute no-brainer. You had to stop. The only one who's going to be massively disadvantaged is Kimi Antonelli, and even then I think he's stopping again. Yes, he is stopping again. So that is a plum three-stopper, but the last one cheap.
Some people getting on hards trying to go all the way to the end. I don't know if they could do it.
Max, I haven't seen Max. Verstappen didn't pit, moves up into 8th.
So he's got to do that to take. Well, that's a really slow stop for Lance Stroll there. Slow stop for the Aston Martin. So Max taking some track position.
Yeah, he'd only been on his tyres for 6 laps. That's why he stayed out. Antonelli on the soft tyre. If they can make that work, absolutely brilliant. But we're on lap 33 of 57.
Indeed, but I tell you what, Norris, this works beautifully for Norris with his fresh, medium compound tyres, brand spanking new ones, and all gaps eroded.
Great job with the stops, guys. Great job.
Hamilton up into 5th place now.
And of course, any of the gaps. So Lando was about 10 seconds behind. That'll get completely erased when they get picked up by the safety car. Had Piastri have been a few hundred meters further down the track and just missed, and I'm sure McLaren would have been on that, wondering if there was going to be a safety car. Could have been a virtual safety car where they slow. But if they want to go out on track and clear up a lot of debris, you've got to have the full safety car. You've got to have the pack somewhere else.
And this is where the debris came from. First big hit, Yuki Tsunoda's wing into the rear of Carlos Sainz's Williams.
But it was when they were squabbling, isn't it?
Yeah.
And is this where he goes into the side of the Williams, takes a big bite out of it?
I thought that the debris had been cleared up just a little bit, but it's just there lurking in the background. There's a tap there from the Racing Bull of Liam Lawson onto the Aston Martin of Lance Stroll.
So a big chunk of carbon fibre like that with sharp edges can cut a tyre, can flick up at another driver, flick up at somebody working on the marshal's post, or highly unlikely, but can make it as far as scratch. You've got to do something if you think debris is somewhere near the racing line and the race director. I'm not surprised to see that safety car, to be honest. I'm really not.
How about this? As Tsunoda and Sainz have attracted the attention, that squabble of the race director, noted Yuki Tsunoda for causing a collision. But how about this for the strategists today, who are a clever bunch of people who often, Martin, find the same clever way to run the fastest race.
24 laps on a soft is pretty audacious.
Russell on the audacious soft, Leclerc on the hard, Norris on the medium, Hamilton, Gasly, Ocon on the hard to the end, they think, Verstappen on the medium, and chances are he might have to pit again, or he's going to suffer some pretty severe degradation towards the end of this race. And then Doohan on the hard and Sainz on the hard.
And they did the same with Antonelli, didn't they? They put him onto the soft tyres as well. So surely right now you want to be McLaren are sitting there pretty on medium compound tyres that you would expect to be able to do the remaining distance in this race. Have we seen people on track clearing this debris away yet?
I haven't. I'll tell you what, I'll look out the window whilst we go to Karun Chandok.
Yeah, Coffee, nice bit of radio there because Russell got the message back. The follow-on from that communication was they told him other people are struggling with the hard tyre. It's not been a great tyre. McLaren then told Lando Norris, Will Joseph told Lando Norris, Russell's already worried about doing the full distance on the soft. Lando replied, don't know what he's worried about. It's been mega.
Orlando Russell's already worried about the soft for this length of stint.
Yeah, I don't think he should be. I mean, the soft was mega. I think it's a good tires.
Well, they should all know about the soft compound tyre, Martin. It was the one that was used most, the C3, during the pre-season test. Right, I am told the track has been cleared. Now that's good. So how do we do this restart? George Russell is going to want to get really racy behind Oscar Piastri. Charles Leclerc is going to want to try and keep
Safety car ending this lap. Safety car ending this lap.
at the end of this lap. I have no idea, Martin, who is going to go into turn 1.
Yikes. This is going to be really, really rough. Russell might have an advantage on the soft early, but that soft is going to die.
On the grid. It's only a 20% chance we were going to see him, and here he is.
There's only ever been 4 safety car periods this late in a race in the history of the Bahrain Grand Prix. We have got this safety car restart. So Oscar Piastri has done everything superbly well so far tonight. We know he can survive a safety car restart, but this is going to be a real test.
Yeah, he's got a
It's one of those things where this debris caution should have come out when it happened, like shortly after it happened, but they didn't. They dilly-dallied around. They probably yapped about it, had to make a decision as a committee instead of having an individual make this decision.
Against used soft tyres for Russell, which might bring that tyre offset a bit closer together. Lewis Hamilton has his cheerleaders in the stands and on the pit wall as well. Fred Vasseur, who's looked after the junior careers of Hamilton and of Charles Leclerc.
So the safety car kept its light on quite a long time, so they've only really been released effectively 2 corners from home. Got a decent straight down here, but Piastri's options are pretty limited now as to when he's going to go, but he doesn't want to be towing George Russell all the way down the pit straight. He could even go towards the end, right at the end of the lap.
I think he's gone now, Martin.
He's gone early.
He's gone early, and Lando Norris has gone with Charles Leclerc and is right towards the gear.
Ooh, Piastri.
Now getting that slipstream.
Or Norris, rather.
Piastri. It could be a good start for Lando Norris here as well. Russell in second. Charles Leclerc with Lewis Hamilton going round the outside of his teammate and getting past Lando Norris. There comes Oscar Piastri. Then George
Hamilton passes Norris.
Charles Leclerc with Lewis Hamilton ahead of Norris, who's just got a bit bumpy.
Piastri might be in trouble here. Leclerc and Hamilton are both on hards.
Pretty good getaway when we had the restart.
But Norris then going back.
Norris gets the spot back.
And where he was on track limits, we'll have a check because Norris very wide through the exit of turn 1, retakes that position immediately.
So Piastri survives for the time being. No further investigation. Sonoda and Sainz for that collision. Antonelli on the soft tyre gets past.
Hamilton saying that Lando passed off track.
Don't pass me. Going off the track.
Ooh, people going off, and we go to a replay. Come on, guys. This is a pro Fox move.
Lando Norris and Hamilton down into turn 1. Hamilton just found
Yikes.
a gap opening there.
Come on, producer people. That was really bad, guys. Come on.
And then just got on the throttle. And if Lando's gone off the track here, he wants to give that place back right now.
Yikes, that's going to be a...
From that angle, because you're looking at the blue line. Looking at the blue line
Ooh, Norris is being told to give it back.
From McLaren to Lando Norris, who in Austin last year didn't give back the position where he overtook Max Verstappen on the track, and this time around think it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, and he wants to let Lewis through pretty quickly so that he then doesn't get caught up with Gasly and Ocon behind. So that's been done. And this then, what he really needed to do was let him through when he got a bit of DRS coming his way. So that should have happened earlier, really, as a bit of a wasted opportunity. He's now got to do that again. And that's the right thing to do before the stewards decide that they're going to give you a 5-second penalty.
Yeah, there'll be no action taken now because the places have been reversed. Out in front, 1.1 seconds the gap between Oscar Piastri and George Russell. Then comes Charles Leclerc, and I mentioned Antonelli and
They cut away from this. This was a bad call.
Carlos Sainz, and the Mercedes had to make way because locking up his brakes, Sainz was coming through come what may.
Russell still showing just about in DRS on Piastri, but Piastri with a great lap.
I think on this lap, I think he's eked out even more time to get rid of that DRS threat. As Lando Norris will get DRS behind Lewis Hamilton, will be hoping to use that extra 16 kilometres an hour to get past the Ferrari on this main straight. George Russell, something going wrong with his transponder. He's dropping here, there and everywhere, but I tell you, he's still in second place as here comes Lando Norris. He's going to have to go around the outside if he's going to get a move done into turn one. Nothing doing there. There's Verstappen ahead of Ollie Behrman. Verstappen down up now in sixth place. He stayed out during the safety car period and didn't pit and got track position. Here's Lando Norris at the top of the hill, turn four, this time getting past on the track and on the white line Lewis Hamilton and up into third.
Yeah, it's hurt him. He's 5 and a bit seconds off the lead. Now he needs to get on with it. This is where he needs to use those fresh medium compact tyres. Second place has got to be available for Norris if he can now drive
Getting
the race. The rest
close. These guys are close enough together here.
Storming ahead, out in front, a second clear of George, gone a second faster than George Russell on that last lap. Russell is still in second place. There's definitely something wrong with his transponder because he's gone from second and ninth and back up to second about 5 times in the last 2 laps.
Yeah, it's obviously only picking him up at certain points of the racetrack, isn't it? But he is there, George, but out of DRS at the moment. So Piastri once again commands
Hamilton unhappy with the hard tire.
the general consensus of the hard compound tyre, doesn't it?
I don't know who's going to get driver of the day today, but tyre of the day is not going to the C1. There's not a single driver really reported that they liked it that much. There's Piastri ahead then of George Russell, and 3/4 faster on that previous lap. Looking back down to see where the battles are. Sonoda behind him, Ollie Behrman behind him comes Alex Albon. Oh, and Sonoda very early on the brakes, and Behrman a bit later on the brakes, almost managing to get past the Red Bull. And how they all didn't concertina into each other like some sort of accordion, I do not know.
Yeah, that was all looking a bit scary, but they managed to handle it, didn't they?
Wow.
Tipping over. And that is getting pretty feisty.
There's a battle. Antonelli battling with Albon.
Left to right, Antonelli finds grip and to get past the Williams.
Wow. What a wild battle there. Holy crap.
12th place.
I didn't really react, but I was so engrossed in it, man.
Those to great effect. Yuki Tsunoda struggling just a little bit compared, I think, to those behind him, and was holding them up and allowing some overtaking to go on behind the Red Bull. Tsunoda is currently in the last points position, 10th.
We've got 17 laps to go this time by. 17 laps to go this time by.
Second in the previous lap, and we've got to assume that Russell, well, let's see if those soft tyres do start complaining towards the end. And remember, of course, they're getting through their fuel load as well now.
Yeah, the audacious strategy, said George Russell. No worries or complaints as such, said Lando Norris. He quite likes those soft tyres. Karun, what have you got for us?
Well, listening to Hamilton complaining about a hard tyre makes me think back to that pit stop. Charles Leclerc didn't want to go to the medium tyre. We speculated he wanted to go on the hard then. If Ferrari thought the hard tyre wasn't good
think, like George, that soft tyre to the end of the race is, what was his word? Audacious.
Yeah. Almost an audacious move, Gabriel Bortoleto on Carlos Sainz, and Bortoleto currently, sorry, Hulkenberg currently down in 15th. This is Antonelli.
That's been Kimi Antonelli's party piece, hasn't it? As take a cut underneath at turn 4. I was saying earlier on, I didn't get a chance to finish, but what a wonderful grid we've got. You've got teenagers like Antonelli, you've got old hands like Hamilton and Alonso, and in the middle, some hugely experienced 20-somethings. And it's a lovely mixture of drivers on the grid.
I promise you this is not a replay, this is live as it stands at the moment. It might say replay on your screen, but it's not. Piastri leads from Russell. They've just crossed the line.
Yeah, I don't know why they still have that replay thing. There we go. They fixed it. Man, their production's been struggling today. They don't know how in the heck to make a broadcast. Come on, guys.
Behind him in 7th, Esteban Ocon 8th. Then comes Jack Doohan in 9th, and Yuki Tsunoda close to him in 10th. Ollie Behrman under braking, getting close to Tsunoda once again in 11th. Then comes Kimi Antonelli, and behind these, Albon in 13th, Sainz 14th, Hulkenberg 15th, Lawson 16th, then Hadjar 17th, Alonso 18th, Stroll 19th, and Bortoleto plumb last in 20th. And for the second week running, we look like we're going to get a Grand Prix with no retirements whatsoever.
16, 17 laps to go, including this one at the moment. Safety car infringement has been noted for Lawson, and it's a 5-second time penalty for Liam Lawson for causing a collision.
Yeah,
as well.
We did see the tap that was given to Lance Stroll, didn't we? Down at turn 1, so another penalty being dished out. And Ollie Behrman's family looking on and cheering on their man. His brother, fine F4 racer that he is here this weekend too.
Your car won't turn.
Hamilton on the hard tyre, starting to struggle just a little bit. He's currently running in 5th. Apologies that we've lost the timing tower to let you know where all the cars currently are on the track.
Yeah, I've lost the pylon.
Engineers who think in zeros and ones cannot understand when you say the car won't turn, because it clearly will, because you keep turning up down the pit straight. But I know exactly what Lewis is talking about. The front axle is not being obedient at all. Ted.
So Piastri, Russell, Leclerc, Norris, Hamilton, Gasly, Verstappen. A couple more I didn't get to read.
Actually, has the timing come back? I was just about to say that the FIA keep an optical system, so the integrity of the timing in the Grand Prix will make sure that still Russell keeps that place in P2. But I think Russell started to come back on my app. So I was about to tell
Someone
you,
just got a warning or was noted for causing a collision.
I start keeping a lap count.
You do your best, Ted.
I'll fax it to you, Martin, in the console.
Yes, I'm just picturing Lady Helen Stewart with 6 stopwatches on a board or something, sitting on the in the pit garage.
Liam Lawson down the inside on the Sauber of Nico Hulkenberg. I wonder if that is what he got the 5-second penalty for, not the incident.
Lawson gets a penalty there.
So a 5-second penalty.
5-second penalty for Lawson.
Pound his misery a bit. You might actually see him finish last because they're all a bit nip and tuck. 15th down to 20th. Out in front.
Piastri, Russell, Leclerc, Norris, Hamilton, Gasly, Verstappen, Ocon, Doohan, and Tsunoda make up your top 10. I don't have the pylon because their timing and scoring has died. I can't remember whose. I think it was Russell's transponders not working everywhere on the lap except at somewhere on the back straight and then somewhere down the front stretch.
And let's talk about Haas. What a great race car they've had. You've got Esteban Ocon up in 8th, Ollie Behrman just out of the points in 11th at the moment. So their race, their strategy and their car has been very solid so far.
And there's still a long way to go here. He doesn't want to see much more understeer coming out of turn 3, but Jack Doohan on for his first points in Formula 1, and Yuki Tsunoda on for his first points as a Red Bull driver in Formula 1 rather than the Racing Bulls, AlphaTauri, Toro Rosso, call it what you wish. But there's still a long way to go, and because of that safety car,
DRS range of Leclerc in third place. And that'll help him along a treat, gives him 7/10 of a second per lap. He could do with slingshotting down there. He wants to get on in touch with Russell. Russell's tyres showing no sign yet of degrading. He's matching Piastri's pace out front.
I'll be right back, guys. I will leave you guys with the broadcast a little louder.
During the safety car, and that's why he's currently down in 12. It's cost him quite dear, and he's stuck in a bit of a DRS train at the moment. And I said that Lando Norris was getting closer to Charles Leclerc, and he might just be within DRS range here. He certainly looks close enough to get that DRS benefit, and there it goes down the main straight. So this is the battle for third place, where Lando Norris has been at times tonight, and would dearly like to get up into third place by the end of the event.
Now Lando needs a lovely tidy exit here. He'll get another dose of DRS up the hill, but the Ferrari's just a little bit too far away, isn't it?
Well, let's just see. Carlos Sainz has got a 10-second penalty for that move down at turn 10 on Kimi Antonelli, forcing another driver off the track. He steamed in, locked up, and the steward said no, that was a little bit too much brute force.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough one. Yeah.
You don't agree?
Yeah, so Sainz ended up going completely off the track, so it wasn't just a restart bump. It was he wasn't anywhere near in control of his car, as he never quite made the corner himself. That's why he's had a 10-second.
Here comes the DRS assisted Lando Norris in the McLaren. Charles Leclerc trying to eke out those hard compound tyres to the end of this race, and a tyre that has not been favoured really by anyone so far this evening. Out in front, Norris's teammate Oscar Piastri continues to lead, and the gap at the end of lap 43 was about 2.5 seconds as George Russell and those soft compound tyres start to lose a bit of performance compared to the man in front and the two men that are very close to him behind.
Antonelli just had another lap time deleted. Wasn't he on a black and white flag
He was
already?
on a black and white flag, you're right.
We're back here. Uh-oh, someone just got a penalty. Sainz did. Someone else might get noted here.
You have to wait to do a few laps to get within a second of Oscar Piastri as well, which might be George Russell's first problem.
Ooh.
To that.
Taking 10-second penalty for Sainz for forcing another driver off track.
Earlier, and then getting overtaken by Fernando Alonso behind him. He's got a 10-second penalty for forcing another driver off the track, but it's not at that particular moment.
Oof.
We now see why Carlos Sainz is struggling somewhat. That is a massive hole in his side pods.
And that's all the bits that caused the safety car, isn't it?
Absolutely is.
Yikes. He's got a giant pit where his side pod should be. That's going to be really, really bad.
Get past Charles Leclerc, then George Russell is vulnerable a bit further up the road, and McLaren could yet get a 1-2 tonight.
Absolutely. I said that a while ago. A second place is on there for Norris on those side, but he's got to get the overtakes done. And the Ferrari of Leclerc is using his battery well in defence. And here we go. So Lando's got it. Oh, Lando, that's the last thing he needed.
Lando slid the tires.
The move was, for a fraction of a second, the move was on, and then it definitely wasn't, because there wasn't enough straight left.
Yeah, he needed a lovely, neat, tidy exit there, and he'd had a chance at the top of the hill, but he lives for another lap.
They should investigate Yuki, because what he did to me was just stupid. Exit in turn 1.
It did no further investigation.
And we're all hanging on what the reply was from Carlos Sainz, but we don't know.
Yeah, and we just saw Leclerc getting a little bit deep into turn 8 as well. That'll put Norris back on his tail.
Sainz very unhappy with getting that penalty. He called for Yuki to be investigated for something similar, and apparently he was, and they chose not to do anything about it, so
himself and stop for a chat about Lando Norris today. Happy birthday to him. Carlos Sainz is going to retire the car, not the birthday weekend.
Sainz is out of the race, or will be out of the race. They got that giant hole in the side pod.
After an excellent effort in qualifying to start 8th.
Tough old start to this career with Williams, doesn't it, for Carlos Sainz? Big hole in the side. You can see where they stacked the radiators up, and it's got more debris that could come off that yet as well.
Carlos, you fought well today. Yeah, just that car was far too damaged. Thank you for that. We will come back stronger next week.
That was with Tsunoda, wasn't it?
It was with Tsunoda, and I'm sure he'll have a lot to say about that after the race, which continues on. Lap 47 of 57.
They've brought back the racing order, but they don't have the times because the transponders are dying. So they can get the times at the start-finish line, but someone's transponder isn't working anywhere else.
Which just hasn't got the pace of those around it. Out in front, the gap is 4.3 seconds, or it was at the end of lap 40, start of lap 47, between Piastri and Russell. Leclerc under pressure from Lando Norris and surviving that pressure so far, and Norris causing himself no end of trouble by locking up going into turn 1. Lewis Hamilton running a lonely race in P5 now. Gasly behind him.
10 to go this time, or 10 to go. 10 to go.
Right on their tail, Karun Chandok has headed off to interview the top 3 at the end of this race. And I just looked at him and said, who do you think you're going to...
Sorry about that. Just punched my microphone.
As he walked off from the commentary box.
Well, Piastri's just looking supremely under control, isn't he? And Norris once again back in DRS to Leclerc then. But Piastri's got it all covered on any eventuality and has had tremendous pace from his pole position. But I think you're right. If Norris does get past Leclerc, he might just have a late run at the back of the Mercedes.
Remember to use the drink.
I would if it was working.
Okay, well, 10 laps to go. 10 laps.
Yeah, nearly finished, then we'll give you a drink. Black and white flag for Jack Doohan for track limits 2. And we think that Kimi Antonelli has been shown, well, we know he's been shown a black and white flag. We think he's had a lap time deleted since then, and that might be a 5-second penalty coming his way if that's the case.
Nothing showing at the moment, but unfortunately there's been so many of those that they disappear off our screen here, don't they?
Yeah.
So we can't backtrack and see and count up how many track limit infringements the drivers have had.
We talk about Oscar Piastri's storming race here. You've got to say that
Piastri's pulling away.
a pretty decent race himself.
Russell's still on softs.
Front row and lost a place after qualifying. He was basically
Russell's tires are going to fall away from him.
team decision, and the driver, Russell and Antonelli, both paying for it in qualifying, but he's made up for that tonight with a really super race and trying to go to the end.
Doohan gets a black and white flag for track limits.
Super job currently
Next time it'll be a time penalty.
away from this battle, and I'm going to keep an eye on this because Lando Norris is getting closer, and this time doesn't lock up going into turn 1. So this time, can he get better traction than Leclerc and pick up the slipstream and use his DRS on the shorter run towards turn 4 and make a move here? And look at the speed difference between the Ferrari ahead of the McLaren. Norris trying to go round the outside, and eventually...
Ooh, that's going to be bad.
because there wasn't room, and Leclerc didn't have to give him room because he wasn't alongside.
Leclerc definitely was alongside.
It's certainly not been his finest, has it? He's sort of lost out. He really got bumped safety car restart, but it just
I
went
feel,
for him.
that's one of those. Note that. He forced him off.
Drivers' Championship, which he says he's not going to worry about for the first part of the season anyway, but he's not listening to what we're saying at the moment. And as it stands, Piastri will be the championship leader at the end of this race if Norris can't get past Charles Leclerc. And the last Australian to lead the championship was back in 2010, Mark Webber, who happens to be Oscar Piastri's manager.
Yeah, let's see if he gets alongside here, but
You could just see the back end of the
That might be a penalty for Leclerc.
Norris has got DRS.
Have to lunge him, isn't he?
He's going to have to try. Did you see anything wrong up at turn 4?
I did. He obviously pushed him off.
Driver's camera to how it did off board, but apparently Leclerc hasn't got DRS available. Not that he's in DRS range of Russell at the moment. But what Lando's saying is he didn't give him racing space on the outside, which of course is why Lando had to give the place back to Lewis earlier on in the Grand Prix.
Absolutely. DRS issues affecting a few here.
And George, there is a chance we lose the dash. Just keep driving as normal if that happens. As long as the steering wheel doesn't fall off. I think you'll be all
In
right.
reference to Fernando Alonso, who had that problem in
Complaining.
steering wheel.
Warning, they may have lost the dash, but as long as the steering wheel doesn't fall off.
If everything goes blank, don't worry, George, just keep on driving the way you
Lawson and Hulkenberg noted causing a collision in turn 1. They'll investigate that, possibly.
There was Liam Lawson, his DRS wasn't working in qualifying as well, and with the dashboards as well.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a lot of the serrated curves they're using that they're allowed to run. It does put a frequency through the car. Verstappen, although he's on track limits on this lap, is getting within very close to DRS now. Pierre Gasly as well. They're scrapping over 6 and 7.
Here comes Lando Norris once again on Charles Leclerc.
Alright, let's see if he can do anything here.
Is there enough assistance for Norris? Not on this occasion. The overtake button used to defend by Charles Leclerc, an extra electrical energy that he can use down the straights to keep him ahead.
DRS back open.
Advantage of Norris, who's coming at him again, but not fast enough.
Yeah, Norris's car seems to have been sort of suspended animation as he tries
Ooh, big hit over some bumps for Leclerc.
Leclerc just dipped a wheel into the gravel, I think, there. That's going to gain Lando Norris a couple of tenths. And look how close they are going into turn 8. Now, you said he was to do a lunge here, Lando Norris. So is there a lunge coming up? Maybe into this corner here where we've seen lunges in the past, but not on this occasion.
he's definitely got to go down the inside of 1 or 4 to get the move done. Close enough down there. He's going to have to take it to the inside away from the corner, because otherwise Leclerc is making that Ferrari extremely wide.
Meanwhile, let's give you some updates on where the close battles are. The battle for 10th place at the moment, held by Leclerc and his former teammate Kimi Antonelli, is within DRS range. Behind him in 11th was Behrman on the soft tyre, as well as Antonelli. Yuji Tsunoda is in DRS range for Esteban Ocon. The battle for 8th place, and Lando Norris, as we know, has got DRS in his bid to try and get past Charles Leclerc, but it's not helping him enough so far, not even to get alongside the Ferrari.
What's going on?
George Russell's in
Blue
trouble,
default 10.
and for a moment I thought Charles Leclerc could be in trouble there, because Norris was closer than he has been for some laps.
As he is now coming out.
Yeah, Norris may have him.
Chance now, he's got a much better chance. He's going to have to go to the inside, surely.
So Leclerc goes to the inside to try and cover him off, and they almost touch at the top of the hill, and round the outside goes Lando Norris. Charles Leclerc just hasn't got the grip to try and live with the McLaren, and he went the long way round, and it's taken a long time to do it, but finally Lando Norris is up into 3rd.
Norris gets the position.
Norris got it done. And now then,
Russell.
George Russell is beginning to struggle with control systems.
Yeah, he opened the DRS about 2 laps ago, and I was told that by accident. We'll just see a replay of this once again.
In the middle of the corner, Lando just throttled on and powered around the outside. That was lovely.
So George Russell was told not to use DRS, and he accidentally
That was a good pass.
at a moment that he shouldn't do. Now that could be a penalty coming George Russell's way, and that might help Lando Norris, who desperately needs to try and make an inroad on George Russell's advantage here, because all the while he's held up behind.
So the pylon's wrong. They're showing Leclerc ahead of Norris. He is not.
We can see that on our screens very much. This the battle for 6th place.
He opened the DRS, and they were telling him earlier on, weren't they, that there was an issue with the DRS. So clearly, Mercedes is gradually.
both Russell and Leclerc are having electronics issues, particularly with their DRS.
Leclerc's having a settle for fourth at the moment with his teammate Lewis Hamilton behind him in fifth. We were watching the battle, weren't we, between Gasly and Verstappen.
Black and white flag, track limits for Norris.
Ocon ahead of Tsunoda, ahead of Behrman, ahead of Antonelli, ahead of Albon, and Antonelli's been on the radio saying Behrman keeps moving under braking, he shouldn't do that. And there's another black and white flag, Martin.
Yeah, for Lando Norris this time. That's it. That's his final warning. He's got to now keep it within track limits.
Lando, we've had our third strike track limits. Black and white flag. No more track limits.
And he's already had one 5-second penalty tonight for a false start. So he doesn't want to compound that and undo all his good work. He's up into third. Question is, can he get anywhere nearer George Russell?
He's nearly into Russell's DRS now. If only Russell was registering going around the track, we could see what his sector times were. But it's surely all part of the same problem, isn't it? Russell's car with gremlins and not registering.
Man, I feel bad for Russell. He's got electronic issues.
I've got Russell at 1.007 seconds, so another 7,000th of a second, and Norris will be within the DRS range of George Russell. Just while you do that, bear in mind with this fight for 10th between Behrman and Antonelli, what a drive from Ollie Behrman. I know Antonelli's had his problems.
Two seconds,
Radio.
So Russell will be investigated potentially for using DRS when he couldn't. So let's try and target 5 seconds to him.
That's true, but Russell might get away with it because the DRS has been, it's been really wonky, hasn't it, with Russell? But Behrman, bear in mind, Crofty, from the last place of the grid, from 20th on the grid.
Lawson will get a 10-second penalty.
It's been fantastic from him. Liam Lawson, meanwhile, might yet end this race 20th on the grid because he's just picked up a 10-second time penalty for causing a collision. There have been so many penalties tonight, but the latest is quite a whopper for Liam Lawson there, who's down in 13th, but he's not going to finish that way during the race. On board with Max Verstappen, who did not like the hard tyre one little bit. They saved 2 sets of hard tyres for the race, and it might not have been the right way to go. Look, George Russell looms into view on your timing screen.
But Norris now well within DRS of George Russell. Took 2/10 out of him on the previous lap.
Tsunoda gets a black and white flag. Track limits. Man, there's nothing really happening on track, but it's more whether or not Russell gets penalized.
Towards turn 4, DRS assisted. Lando Norris gets closer. Few car lengths behind though, and he's got 2 and a bit laps to try and get this overtake done. And Russell with a potential 5-second penalty in this race for a DRS infringement, opening it when he shouldn't, which would be a real shame if he gets a penalty here because he's driven a super race.
He has done, but I can't see how they can't give him a penalty for if the DRS was used out of the DRS zones. It's a sporting advantage, isn't it?
It's unfair on the driver.
We can only use DRS when we're 100% sure we're within it.
Right, so there's obviously, that's interesting. That's an interesting message. Maybe there's a general DRS gremlin then, because Leclerc hasn't got it either.
Yep.
So
Interesting. That might be related to the timing issues we're having right now.
Could be to do with George Russell's transponder. If that's on the blink, then McLaren can't be sure exactly where he is. But I'll tell you what, Martin, you've seen a few DRS overtakes in the past. He's within a second here, isn't he?
yeah, he is. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. So there we go. Russell then ahead into the pit straight, but we'll open the rear wing of the McLaren. And watch it. Russell will go hard to the inside. He senses he's about to be overtaken, but he well judged. He thought he's not close enough. He needs a really neat and tidy exit. They both need a tidy exit out of here. The 2 young Brits fighting over second place.
Yeah, better for Russell to concentrate on the exit of the corner rather than defence, and he's going to try and force Lando Norris to the inside there. Norris was having none of it on that occasion.
2 laps to go, including this one.
And out in front, Oscar Piastri has got this race absolutely so...
It seems like Russell's tires are finally about done, and he's just kind of hanging on. And hopefully he can hang on for these 2 laps. 1 to go this time by, 1 to go this time by.
Those in papaya with the Bahraini Wealth Fund, the major investors in this team, the Bahraini Wealth Fund who celebrate same thing again tonight if it can be a 1-2. But George Russell is doing a sterling job to make sure that doesn't happen. You can see how he's struggling on those soft tyres. Don't forget, those soft tyres have done 23 laps with George Russell. He said it was audacious. The tyre whisperer is producing an absolute stunner of a final stint here.
Yeah, all the tyres have worked it towards the end, haven't they? So Verstappen's now at his final track limits warning. We go into
Verstappen, black and white flag for track limits. Next one is a penalty.
run all night. Who's going to finish second?
So this is the big chance for Lando Norris into turn 1, chasing behind George Russell as they start their final lap.
White flag, still battling.
His way round the outside, and they go wheel to wheel, and they almost touch, and Norris has to back out.
He does, but that's now put him out of kilter, put him out of position for the DRS drag race up the hill with that little bit of wheel-to-wheel contact, and that was his best 2 opportunities out of the way. It'll be really difficult to get it done from here.
He might be fairly happy with a third place finish, and he will hang on to that championship lead, but it could have been a second. And he got past Charles Leclerc a little earlier.
Ooh. Russell's struggling still. Tires are about dead.
Turn 9 into 10. While this is going on, Oscar Piastri is making his way up towards the highest part of the track and has got now just 2 more corners to go before he can claim victory. DRS for Lando Norris, and not enough to get past George Russell. We went into this race with 4 different pole sitters, 4 different winners during 2025. Piastri and the lights on Saturday night was the first repeat pole sitter in 2025.
Piastri will get it.
Winner as well. The checkered flag is his. Oscar Piastri wins the Bahrain Grand Prix and gives McLaren their first ever victory.
And Russell will get second on track.
Started 1 place behind the front row after a penalty, finishes 1 place above the front row. It's second place for him and a super drive at the end. And Lando Norris made up places in the Grand Prix, but he couldn't quite make it that 1-2 for McLaren. Charles Leclerc hangs on for 4th place ahead of his teammate Lewis Hamilton, Ferrari 4 and 5.
Piastri, Russell, Norris, Leclerc, Verstappen, Gasly, Ocon.
Verstappen gets Gasly on the final lap of this race. Esteban Ocon ahead of Tsunoda, ahead of Behrman, ahead of Antonelli. Luca de Montezemolo waves the checkered flag as 2 Haas cars powered by Ferrari and 2 Ferrari cars powered by Ferrari finish in the points. Ollie Behrman going from last on the grid to finish in 10th. What
Tsunoda gets a 9th place. That's good. A couple of points there.
Antonelli and Albon, Doohan, Hulkenberg, Hadjar, Alonso, Lawson,
It's obvious those Red Bulls have some sort of
Stroll and Bortoleto.
problem in terms of just aerodynamic.
That's the first time we've won our second home Grand Prix. You've been pretty flawless all weekend, so great job.
Yeah, mega weekend, everyone. Mega. That was pretty damn fun. So thanks everyone for the car. Pretty special to do it here in Bahrain. So thanks to everyone that supports us out here. It's a busy weekend, and yeah, thanks.
Good job, Piastri.
It's been a long road to get here.
Let's see if Russell gets the penalty.
I maintain, Martin, bar 1 corner in the rain in Australia and 1 corner in qualifying in Japan, Oscar Piastri could be a long way clear
Yeah.
in the Drivers' Championship.
That's indicative, isn't it? So drive of the day, Lewis Hamilton, 9th to 5th. Yeah, there's been some odd driver of the day decisions this year. Not that I'm necessarily saying that one was it, the one, but they've
Well, the Salesforce Driver of the Day has brought up Kimi Antonelli and Yuki Tsunoda
yeah.
in their previous races. I'll give Lewis Hamilton his due.
Yeah.
Starting 9th on the grid and finishing 5th.
Yeah, you'd sort of think Piastri might have a chance of driver of the day. Russell did pretty well.
It's Hamilton's highest finish in a Grand Prix for Ferrari. But
Cool.
I don't know, Piastri didn't put a foot wrong.
No, they looked pretty faultless. Flawless was the word his engineer used, and that was tremendous. He just had it covered any which way, didn't he, Oscar?
I think Russell didn't put a foot wrong. Behrman, for me,
Yeah.
produced a super race as well.
Grabbing a point from there for Haas, so both Haas's in the points.
But that's what I like about the Salesforce driver of the day. Everyone's got an opinion, everyone's got a vote, and entitled to it. We don't get votes for winning races in Formula One. You just get a round of applause and probably a fist bump and a bear hug from Zak Brown if you happen to be Oscar Piastri. And the McLaren CEO is waiting in line to welcome his driver.
There you go, big win.
For now is, was it a Mercedes issue with Russell's DRS, or was it a general DRS problem?
So yeah,
I mean, George deserves that second place. It was a cracking drive from him.
I don't think George will get it. Because I think the DRS issue is related to his messed up transponder.
right at the end. We thought for one moment Kimi Antonelli might get a 5-second penalty too, but nothing has come up yet. If George Russell did get a 5-second penalty, it would put him fourth in this race behind Norris and Leclerc, but it's going to be investigated after the race. This is the provisional top 10. A lot of very happy...
Alright, thank you all so much for watching. I will be back when the NASCAR Cup Series race at Bristol goes live. Thank you all so much for watching.